What's up, everyone? My name is Tim Stoddard. Welcome to Tim Stodds FM. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for following along in this journey of hard work and entrepreneurship and sacrifice. No, I'm just messing around. But seriously, thank you so much for listening. I'm very glad that you're here. Before we get started, let me remind everyone about the Tim Stodds Academy. In case you missed the press release yesterday, the Tim Stodds Academy is relaunched, refurbished, renewed, and it's awesome. Sign up for the Tim Stodds Academy, get weekly lesson plans on how to build and grow your own online business. I'm going to personally teach you marketing tactics, strategies, copywriting techniques, local search marketing, SEO, everything that I know, which has allowed me to build all of my online businesses. It's $5 a month, $50 for the entire year. No, it's not free. I want you to have skin in the game. I want you to take this seriously. I invite you to join me at timstodds.com/academy. You will not regret it. It's seriously a great deal, and I put my heart and soul into it, and I'm providing a lot of value for people. Anyway, now that we got the shameless plug out of the way, today's episode is called "This is a Bullshit Headline." I feel very passionate about this topic that I'm going to read to you today. This is something that means a lot to me. It's something that concerns me, and it's something that I hope you all take seriously. So let's get into it. This is a bullshit headline. One of the biggest problems with our media is headlines. I know it sounds trivial, but it's really true. From a marketing standpoint, the only purpose of a headline is to get your audience to either click on an article or read a little bit further. That's it. You want to give just enough, but not too much. You want someone to read your headline and say, what's that about? But we got greedy. The online advertising model has corrupted our news outlets. Profitability is predicated on traffic, not accuracy. If no one clicks on the articles and subsequently no one sees the ads, then no one gets paid. So to game the system, we started tricking people. We had to find ways to compete against the millions of other publications out there. So we got creative with our headlines. It's just a headline, you say. What's the harm in sprinkling a little bit of mystery or even a little bit of sensationalism in the headline? The problem is that the press is the fundamental backbone of our free democracy. It's about the people having the freedom to openly research, share, and publish information that could potentially influence our elections. That is democracy. That's all this is about. Without that one critical piece, the entire system becomes too easy to manipulate. So when we start lying or sensationalizing headlines, it runs much deeper than an innocent little marketing trick. Over time, the little things become the big things. And when the free press loses its power, well, that's a really big fucking deal. There's nothing in our country that scares me more than the press losing its authenticity, its trust, its credibility, and its power. If that happens, there's only one place for us to go. I want to make a quick note that in my experience with working with journalists, I found them to be some of the most honorable, hardworking, honest, and properly motivated people that I've ever met. They know the importance of their work, which is why when I see clickbait headlines, it infuriates me so much, especially among powerful media companies. You see, I'm just a guy. I have a decent following with my writing, but I can't do much to change this other than act as if. I act in the way I would want other media outlets to act. Yes, I use marketing tactics. I use persuasive language and copywriting. I openly try to sell my academy and build a business around my brand and my work. I want to grow my brand. That's all great. I want you to grow your brand as well. But I do it in a way that is honest to me and to my audience. People know what to expect. People never feel deceived. People generally don't mind being sold to. We expect it. In a way, we enjoy the thought of wondering, how can this product or article or service help me? It's a free market, and we all participate willingly. But the deception is the part that makes people angry. It's the feeling of, hey, I never signed up for this. That starts wars. I see a wave coming. I see an influx of freelance journalists, bloggers, YouTubers, podcasters, and personalities building up in the new future. As news and media outlets continue to be divided into smaller subsets, I believe trust and order will be restored in our media. But until then, I ask and I hope that you rebel against clickbait. I ask that you scoff at articles and media which is designed to emotionally charge you in order to get you to engage and participate in pointless, meaningless, and divisive banter. Most importantly, I ask that you reward and support journalists, writers, and content producers who do their work well and with the intention of changing the culture. Even if you don't agree with someone's point of view, you need to respect the way in which they share it. You need to acknowledge that they sacrifice their time, their labor, and their emotional stability to present information that they believe makes the case for a better culture and a better society. Even if you think it's rubbish, I ask that you reward it for being honest. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. Thank you to everyone. I'm going to continue to say this over and over again, but man, ever since I switched to these kind of daily short form podcasts, ever since I just dove into what feels right to me, my podcast has really started to take off. And I just sincerely appreciate you guys giving me your honest feedback and giving me your time. It means a lot to me. I'll see you all tomorrow. Holler back.